go ahead and get started today with our warm-up, and then we're going to work on Joy Revisited. So let's go ahead and do the thing we've been working on a lot with posture. Go ahead, scoot your chairs back, get yourself comfortable, and then go ahead and sit in your chair with the best posture you have. Best posture you can show me. Good. Feet are flat on the floor. Back is off the back of the chair. There we go. Sitting up nice and tall. That way when you breathe, you have a lot more room to take in air. If you're slunched down like this, it's not as easy to breathe. All right, so nice, sitting up tall. Good. All right, let's do our breathing exercise where we breathe in for 4 and out for 4. No instruments. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Take all 4 counts to blow out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and out. Make sure that when you take a full breath in and I hear the air coming out, you should be blowing with nice, firm air. 1, 2, ready, breathe. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to do that again. This time I want you to play a concert B flat when you blow out. Let's make sure our shoulders are not raising as we take our breath, okay? Shoulders are not involved. Breathe through your stomach. Breathe all the way down to your toes. Nice deep breath that does not involve the shoulders. Here we go. In for 4, B flat for 4. 1, 2, ready, breathe. In, 2, 3, 4, B flat. 2, 3, 4. All right. All right, so make sure that when we are breathing out, we are using support and we're breathing our air out with a good sound. Okay, make sure that we don't overblow and get that kind of blatty, gross sound. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's do our warm-up scale. Okay, we're going to use E flat today. Okay, E flat. So tell me about the key signature for E flat concert. E flat concert.
It's flat.
Yes, yes. Okay, so what is flat?
The B flat.
B flat. Okay, what about your E?
Isn't that natural?
E is natural. So you have 1 flat and that's B flat. Okay, can everyone play a B flat for me? You just played it. Let me see your fingering for B flat. Here we go. Let me see your fingering for B flat.
Do you want us to play B flat or B flat?
Do you want me to play low octave?
Yes, low octave. Yes, we're going to play our low octave, okay? So let me see your B flat. Let me hear it. Ready, breathe. B flat.
B flat.
Let's play in the...
You're going to low octave. Okay.
No, just right in your middle register. There we go. That one. That is perfect. Let's hear it. Okay, so make sure we're listening for pitch. Make sure we're using a lot of support so that we're not flat. Okay? Lots of support. All right. Let me hear the E flat scale quarter notes at this tempo. Make sense? Here we go. And 1, 2, connected sound. Okay, so we have just a little bit of treble at the top of the scale. So like we did last week, I just want to hear the last 3 notes of the scale. So you're going to start on your D. Make sense? Here we go. Last 3 notes of the scale. All right. Ready, breathe. Okay, so now let's hear the whole scale. And this time I want to hear it on our dotted rhythm. Okay? So. Make sense? Our dotted rhythm. Here we go. Is everyone clear on that? 1, 2, ready, breathe. Nice and short. Okay, much better with the top of the scale. That went way better. All right, last thing we're going to do with this scale is our bingo. Okay, so we're going to do bingo on concert E flat. Here we go. Are we ready? And 1, 2, ready, breathe. It's okay. Maintain your posture throughout. our articulation. Match each other. Okay, so a few things. As we're going up the scale, make sure we're not tightening our embouchure. Okay, make sure we're not pinching to get those notes out. That's how those squeaks happen. I know they happen every now and then, but if we're relaxing, they're going to happen a lot less, okay? Make sure that you're always listening and using your ears to match each other's articulations. If you're playing every note longer than the person next to you, we should kind of come to some agreement, okay? And it depends on the style of your music, but just make sure you're using your ears and matching. All right, let's go ahead and turn it over to Joy Revisited. Does everybody have their music out? Fantastic. You guys are so prepared.
I have a question.
Yes, question.
Okay, I know you told me no the last few times, but can I just take out, like, my phone has a tuner on it, can I just make sure it's not flat or sharp?
Yeah, sure.
So it doesn't sound disgusting?
Yeah, and then we'll tune you. Big pattern.
All right, so let's hear it.
Okay, pull out.
Okay,
Are we sharp?
let me know when you're ready. Go ahead. One thing I want us to kind of think about too with tuning is making sure that we're matching our sounds together. So not just our pitch, but also our sounds, all right? We'll work a little bit more with that next week and as we continue our lessons. All right, good. Let's go ahead and go to measure 80. All right, I want to start with just pickups to measure 80. Okay, so clarinet 1 and 2, you have eighth notes. Clarinet 3, you have a quarter note. I want to hear your pickups, and I want to hear it to the downbeat of measure 83. Okay, so I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, come in on 4 with the pickup. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Here we go. I want you to really focus on your articulation, nice and staccato and separate. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. 4 and 1 and... Okay, so can I see this really quick?
That should still be flat, correct?
Yes. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and let's talk about this articulation a little bit. All right, so what does staccato mean?
Short.
Yes, so short, separate. I want you to think just crisp and separate. Separate from the other notes around it. Does that make sense? So we just get a little long with our articulation. We're also having a few note issues. So what I want us to do is just kind of loop this over and over again. When I say the release on the downbeat of 83, you have that eighth note on beat 1. That's where we're going to stop it. Okay, so I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. Off, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Start it over. Does that make sense? We're going to slow it down a little bit. Is everyone clear on what we're doing? Just going to keep playing it over and over again. I'm going to count for you, okay? So starting pickups to 80. And 1 and 2 and 3 and coming in right on 4 because that's a pickup, right? So 1, 2, 3. Relax your embouchure. Off, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Off, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nice and crisp. Okay, and we're just going to stop there. So we're having just a little bit of issues with our flats. So what flats do we have in these measures?
Yeah, E flat.
Okay, good. So we also have a D flat thrown in there that's not in our key signature. Okay, so can I see everybody's fingering for D flat? How do we play D flat?
Oh, we have the D flat.
Okay, so first clarinet you have, oh, I'm sorry.
So for
E
flutes.
flat, E flat, E flat. My apologies, my apologies. Okay, so make sure that E flat is happening and it's carrying through the measure. Okay, Does that make sense? Let's try it one more time. This time really focusing on making sure that we're playing that E flat and carrying it through the measure. If you need to mark it in, go ahead. All right, we're just going to keep looping these two measures. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Off, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nice and short. Da, 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 da. Off, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 1. Okay, yeah, that was much better. Making sure we're cutting off right on 1. Release right on the downbeat of measure 83. Okay, notes are getting better. Let's just really focus on the articulation this time. I want you to listen to me and just listen to the crispness of these notes. Okay, hear how every note is separate. No two notes touch. Okay, we have to keep using our air, but no two notes touch. All right, let's do it one more time. We're going to just keep looping this. We're going to speed up a little bit. And I want you to focus on that separation. All right, notes are getting much better with the E flat. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Yep, so make sure you're coming right on 4, right? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Short. Ba, 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 ba. 2 off, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ba, 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 ba. 1, 2 off, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so make sure a little bit, you get a little long on your notes. As we kind of went, they just got a little longer each time.
Okay.
I'm specifically referring to, and this applies to everybody, in measure 81, okay, or in 81 here, making sure that all of those notes are separate. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, let's kind of take it back a little bit. Let's run that whole section. Can we go ahead and start in measure 79? Okay, so we're putting that whole measure before it. Starting 79 to the downbeat of 83. Putting everything back in context, thinking about all that stuff we just worked on with notes, separation. All right, here we go. Starting in downbeat of 79. 1, 2, ready, breathe. So make sure we have a nice, strong air articulation right on 1. Here we go. Ready? Starting on 1. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Alright, let's try that again. Make sure we're ready to come in right on 4. Okay, everybody has this pickup on 4. And whether it's a quarter note or eighth notes, everybody has a pickup on beat 4. Alright, so make sure we're ready for that to come in.
Do you have a rest?
On beat 4?
Or no, sorry.
Yeah, no one has a rest on beat 4. You guys have rest on 1 and 3. So think rest, play,
Wait.
that will help.
Beat 4.
Beat 4 of measure 79, everybody has a pickup. That's where we've been starting.
That's our pickup.
Wait, I thought you said we were starting at the beginning of
You are.
79.
I'm referring to the pickup that's on that's on beat 4 of
Oh.
79, which is where we were starting before. I think we had some confusion.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm trying to clarify. So that's all right. Let's take it back and do it again. Starting downbeat of 79. So starting on beat 1, going all the way through to the downbeat of 83. Make sure we're counting and subdividing. Here we go. And 1, 2, ready, breathe. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 off. Okay, that was much better. Make sure we're just really confident on that sustained note that we have on the first 3 beats, clarinet 1 and 2. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's work on, we're going to start in 71 this time. All right, so what we're really going to focus on here is making sure that the 16th notes we have in measure 74 are coming across, they're clear, they're even. All right, so let's just start in 71, going to the end of measure 74, which is the end of the first repeat. Okay, so I just want to hear 4 measures. Here we go, starting in 71. And 1, 2, ready, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Wait, is clarinet one the only one that has the cues?
I have oboe
Oh,
cues.
Were you instructed on whether to play the cues or not?
Yeah, we were told we
Okay,
could.
great.
Well,
Then if you have cues, play them anytime you see them. All right,
Okay.
my main focus right now is going to be measure 74, where we all have these 16th notes. Okay, what is our articulation here?
well, the first one should be accented.
Yes, and then we have all slurs, okay? So, what I want to hear is everybody's beat 1 with a nice, firm, accented sound, a lot on the front of the note, even though it's short. Here we go, just the first note. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Oh, that was kind of weak.
Well,
We could totally give more. I
Yeah.
know it's low. I know it's low. Give me all the air you can.
are you allowed to tongue it even though it's slurred?
Yes, you can always tongue the first. You always tongue the first of the slur, especially since it's accented. Okay, the first note is the only one that you can tongue.
Well, I learned that we were supposed to lightly tongue it, and not like full on blown.
I
Like,
thought that
Okay.
was with repeating notes.
That could be the case. However, we have an accent, forte accent. So give me all you can on that downbeat. Okay, everything you have. Here we go. And 1, 2, ready, breathe. Oh, that was so much better. Fantastic. Now I want to hear the first 2 notes. Da-da, da-da. All right, and make sure those are slurred. Da, da. I shouldn't hear any articulation there. Here we go. Nice and together. 1, 2, ready, breathe. All right, so some of us got to the C a little soon and some got there a little late. I want to hear da. Nice and together. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Okay, good. I want to hear more on your first note because it's an accent. Da. Make sense? Da. More on the first, less on the second. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Okay, make sure we're not tonguing that second note. I heard an articulation. All right, now I want to hear da. First 3 notes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. 1, 2, ready, breathe. All right, again. 1, 2, ready, breathe. All right, make sure we're moving together. One more time. Let's do a subdivided. So I'll give you 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a da-da-da. All right, 1 E and, 1 E and. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and. That's where you come in, okay? I'll give you 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and is where you come in. Make sense? So 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and. Yep. Are we ready? So I want you to just be thinking 3, 4, 1. I'm just giving you all the subdivision, okay? You should always be thinking subdivision. Here we go. Will it help if I give you the full bar?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready? And a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. Okay, just the first 3 notes. Much better. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. All right, so we're just a little late to and. 1 E and we start to slow down. Keep the air moving. Da 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 da. Make sense? Here we go. Again, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. Okay, all right, so that last note just gets a little slow. But let's go ahead and add the 4th note this time, and hopefully that will help. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a is what you guys have. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a. 1 E and a, just 4 notes. Just 4 notes. Don't go to the bottom one yet. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Okay, that was much better. I really like your air direction through it. Air direction through a run of 16th notes is going to help a ton. All right, let's do it again. Here we go. Just 4 notes. Don't add the bottom one yet. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, no bottom note. But the first 4 were better. One more time. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, now this time we're going to add the bottom note. All right, it's still slurred. I really need you to relax and just aim for that bottom note. That's where our direction's going. Here we go. And all 5 notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, so our articulation was a little muddy. Make sure right on 1 we're coming in.
And the last note is short.
Yeah. Yes, it's an 8th note. Okay, so da 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 dum. Give it some volume. It needs something. It's not da 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 da. There's no staccato on it. All right, it's slurred. Da 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 dum. Give it a little length. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, so we're starting to slow down just a little bit. Make sure we push all the way through to that bottom note. Don't rush, but don't drag. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. All right, that's the best one I've heard. Let's do it again. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. Okay, that's so much better. You guys agree? I think it sounds good. All right, now we're going to take it back to 71. Play your cues. We're going to put it in context, okay? Be ready for it. Subdividing in your head. And 1, 2, ready, breathe. Again, you guys came in just one beat early on your quarter notes, okay? Be thinking 3, 4, 1, 2. Here we go. Starting at 71. 1, 2, ready, breathe. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. All right, so it just got a little bit muddy. All right, let's do 73 and 74. Let's put the measure before it back in. Here we go. 73 and 74. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2. Okay, much better connection between those two measures. All right, good work on that. Let's go ahead and move on. Now I'm looking at measure 59.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I got that.
All right, are we ready? Okay, so what I want us to do, I just want to hear 59 to 62. All right, and what I'm focusing on is our matching articulations. All right, make sure that what you're playing is what your neighbor is playing. Here we go. All right, I'm actually going to play through this one so you can hear it. This is the articulation I'm going for. Finger along in your part as I do it. All right, I'm going to count myself in and start in 59. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, so there's some separation, but there's also length to every note. Does that make sense? Does anyone want to hear that again? Or we feel good about that?
Do this.
Let's do it. Let me hear at measure 59. Make sure we're resting on 1. Forte. Fortissimo. Here we go. And 1, 2, ready, 4, breathe. Off. Okay, can I just hear clarinet 1 this time? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, 1.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's the thing. Just loosen. I know your reed's giving you some trouble. It's a little too connected. I want you to listen one more time. Everyone following along in your part. All right, so we have that legato marking over our slurs, except for on beat 2 of measure 60. What is our articulation there? Staccatos. Da, da. I need those to be the shortest notes. Okay? Can I hear everybody again? Starting at 59. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Off. Okay, so I think that our 8th notes could be even shorter. Da, da, da. All right, one more time. The whole group. And listening for each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so I know we got some squeakage, all right? This applies to everybody. When you play a shorter note, don't tense, don't firm, okay? Actually relax more. Tuck, tuck, just think lighter tongue. Don't change anything with your embouchure, all right? This time, what I want us to do, take a few seconds to look at it. I want us to memorize these 4 bars. And why I'm having you memorize these is because I want you to be able to use your ears and not have to look at the music. I want us to use our ears to match articulations rather than looking at what we see, okay? So take a few minutes to memorize the notes and the articulation. Okay, articulation 2. Take a look at where we have staccatos instead of legato, staccato.
It's just going up and then going down, going up and then down.
That is a very good observation. Those are good things to look for when you memorize. Look for patterns, anything like that. Anytime it repeats. All right, how do we feel? Are we ready to give it a shot? Let's do it, okay? So we're go ahead and turn around your music. Turn around your stand, whatever you need to do. We're playing those 4 measures, memorize, so we can focus on articulation. Here we go. Starting at 59, I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and you're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. drop out in the middle there. Take a second to look at whatever you missed.
They can play it better memorize.
That's the point. It helps. It helps so much.
Oh, there's 3.
Can anyone tell me why they think memorizing something might help you play it better?
Because marching band, you have to memorize everything.
No, not because of marching band.
Oh.
Think about it. Think about what memorizing might do for you.
can listen more to what's around you instead of just focusing on what's in front of you.
Exactly.
You can watch things while you play.
Yeah, you can think about other things. If you have the notes memorized and it's just fingers moving, it gives you a chance to really think about other things than like staring at a part. All right? Your articulation's got so much better too.
And
I
like
promise.
and the muscle memory.
Muscle memory is a great thing too. The more you know it, the more you can be expressive. All right, let's do it again. Here we go. Starting at 59. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and you're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so we just get a little draggy in our eighth notes. Just use lots of air. Ta ta. Nice short tongue. We're gonna do it one more time. One more time. And here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1. Good. So just make sure you use lots of air so all those notes come out. We're going to do it one more time. That was my fault. I may have misled you by saying go on 4. Make sure we come in on 2. Here we go. Last time. Really shorten up those eighth notes. Dut, dut. This is getting much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now let's do it again. Make sure right on 2 we're in. Some of us seem a little hesitant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Ta! You're in right away. Here we go. All right, here we go. Last time. Make it the best. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So much better. Really good work on that. Your articulation got better. Your sound improved. So many things got better. Awesome, awesome work. All right, we're going to move on past that. Let's go to measure 48.
Oh man.
Oh man. It's really it's like
Sounds
they're
like
playing
it.
it.
Okay, so what do you think our tendency is going to be in this section because we have eighth notes that are slurred?
Make it connected.
Yeah, making connected, slowing down. Tempo is my big thing right here, okay? I have a feeling that we're probably getting off a little bit, all right? So here's what I want to do. I just want to hear, let's hear measure 48 to the downbeat of 53. Or actually, let's just go to 54. Does that make sense? Here we go. And 1, 2, ready, breathe. Subdivide. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 2, 3, 4, stop. Okay, so you guys have unison rhythm, which means everyone's playing the same thing. So when some of us are playing quarter notes, some of us are playing eighth notes. We have to be really careful that we're not just going eighth note, eighth note, eighth note. All right? It's a pattern. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Does that make sense? All right? What I want us to do is take the slur off. Let's play it short. Dut, 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 dut. That's really going to help with our timing. All right? So take off the slur. All staccato. Here we go. Matching each other, making sure we're moving together note to note. Starting at 48. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Make all the notes short. Short. Okay, let's stop there. I'm just going to model this for you once. I want to hear them. Here, every note is short. Let's do that. Make sure that, like, even the quarter notes, make those nice and short too. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Short. Da, 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 da. Short on the quarter note. Short. Stop right there. Okay, so even when we're playing short, we still have a little bit of variation of when people are playing beats, okay? So 1 and make sure your foot is tapping, and we're subdividing that, all right? We're going to do it one more time at this staccato thing with the slur gone, okay? Here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 Alright, let's try it again. Someone's still a little long. I want you just to listen. Hear how short every note is? Alright, and what I'm getting at here is I want to make sure everyone, we are one unison sound going. Da, 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 and no one's playing longer or shorter than anyone else. Here we go. Starting in 48. And 1, 2, 3, go. And short, short. Short on the quarter note. Okay. So I still hear somebody who's a little long on the quarter notes. Okay, make sure we're really, really listening to that. All right, really listening. So now let's go ahead back to 48, back to the beginning of this. Put the slur back in. Okay, so our slur is back in. Now let's take all the work we just did with making sure that we are playing them together and moving together. Now there's a slur on there. Here we go. 48. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Alright, so let's stop there. Alright, what I want us to do this time is let's go ahead and put the slur over every 2/8 notes. So slur 2. Alright, and then you'll tongue your quarter note. So just listen once. Does that make sense? So ta, ta, you're slurring every 2. Okay, so tongue, tongue, tongue. Make sense? Let's try that articulation this time. Going through, starting at 48. And get ready to take a nice big breath. Good posture. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and ta, ta, ta. That's better. I like that. Make sure you really bring your part out. Okay, make sure I can hear it at all times because it's one of you versus all of them. Okay, so really bring that part out. One more time. That same articulation. Here we go. Really emphasize the first of the 2/8 notes. Listen once. Listen once. Can I have everyone following along on their part at 48? Here we go. Really emphasize that first 8th note. Alright, that way we're moving together. Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Move together. Okay, stop. Alright, yeah, that was way better. That's the most together I've heard this. Alright, so now let's go back to 48 again. Put the slur in as written and make sure we're listening with as much attention. Alright, here we go. 48. Really listening, subdividing in your head. And big posture, feet flat on the floor. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, that's so much better. This time I want to do it one more time, and what I want us to focus on, in addition to everything you just did so well, making sure that we're not overemphasizing the top note. I hear a little bit of. Alright, so make sure it's really smooth. One airstream playing 2 different notes, not 2 different airstreams. Last time, 48. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. 3, 4, and off. Okay, yeah, so just make sure, I think we got a little off over here. Making sure you're subdividing is going to be key to this. Alright, really nice job today. Alright, really good work. I feel like every section we worked on, things got drastically better. Do you guys feel that way too? Alright, really good work. We're just going to continue working on these pieces, working on articulations, right notes, right rhythms, good sound, good posture. Good posture. Nice big breath, all that good stuff. Okay, so really, really good work.